Hi there and welcome to Heidi. In this tutorial, you're going to discover how your personalized AI-powered chatbot is going to help you have smoother and more productive days, all while having fun. In this case, for the tutorial, we're just going to ask Heidi how she's doing today. As you can see on the right corner, you can also record your voice, and Heidi is just going to listen to whatever you have to say if you feel like you don't want to write everything that day. You can also choose her mood, so you can see creative, neutral, accurate, sarcastic. In this case, let's say I want to make my workday more fun, so I ask Heidi to be sarcastic. Her answer right there is going to be full of sarcasm, and you can see she ends with a "how's your life of organic moments and free will." So if you want to have some fun, just ask Heidi to be sarcastic.
Now we're going to try something else, the prompts. So as you can see, I clicked on the prompts, and let's see the last one I did. You can create one yourself. I did one for the ad copies, and you can see I asked her to be a marketing expert and give me 5 short ad copy for my business. I didn't specify what the business is. As you can see here, I just use my prompt because I know I can use it for several of my tasks. And here I'm just telling her to use that prompt for my volleyball gear company, let's say, and ask her to be creative. If you have any repetitive tasks, this will save you so much time. For example, you have stand on the court with your vibrant high-performance volleyball gear. Why blend in when you can be the player with the different jersey? Make your mark today. We ask her to be creative, we ask her to be compelling, and it worked.
You also have to know that you can choose the personality of Heidi. So let's say you need something for your e-commerce, you can ask her to be an e-commerce expert. You can ask her to be a job interviewer, a teacher, whatever you need on that specific day. Just tell Heidi what she needs to be when she answers you, and you're going to have the best results. Please also keep in mind that you can include the latest Google data, as Heidi has Google search superpower. So in that case, let's say I want the perfect strategy to launch my e-commerce. I'm going to ask Heidi to have the personality of an e-commerce expert. And I'm also going to include the latest Google data. This is going to help me find relevant articles that are going to lead me to the best resources I can find on the internet at this moment. And here I'm going to ask her to be accurate because I need her to research. Here I'm receiving a step-by-step detailed answer with everything I need to do and research in order to get the perfect strategy. And since I included the latest Google data, I'm also going to have suggestions and be able to get the best resources I need for my specific research. You can also enable memory if you want Heidi to remember everything you say in this specific chat. So as you can see on the left side, you can see your chat history and go back to a former chat if you want to keep working on this specific subject or this specific client, for example. Now we went back to the dashboard and found the templates. As you can see here, we are scrolling through the ads category. We also have analytics, which we will talk about later. And you can also just type in whatever you're looking for and find all the templates that are available. For this example, we used podcast. Now let's talk about the analytics. Instead of providing you with ready-made text, these templates offer something different: strategic insights, solution, and improvements pathways based on the information you provide to our AI. For example, let's say I want to launch a new business and I need to do a competitor search. I will put a title so that I can find it later. I will put all the info that I have about this brand, and then I will describe my business in the description. For the audience, I just need to make sure I specify to Heidi which audience it is. Let's say, for example, this time it's for football fans, and the tone needs to be very playful. I speak English, so I'm just going to select English. For this test, we didn't give much information to Heidi. However, she is still able to understand that the target audience is football fans. She will analyze strengths, weaknesses from this specific sector, and make sure she can talk about every opportunities and threats that you can have in this specific field. Once you're done, you can find everything you have ever created for Heidi on the History tab. You're almost ready to go. Let's talk about one last thing. When you go on your settings tab, you're able to modify the languages that you speak. So for example, let's say I speak English. I need to make sure that I have the voice accents in English, the generation language in English, and basically every system language in English. It will allow me to talk to Heidi and have her understand my language and have her answer in the right language. So if you have any issue with the language, just know that you need to go to your settings. You can check that everything is working by clicking on the 3 dots and asking her to speech her texts. Thank you very much for following this tutorial, and we are excited to chat with you on Heidi.